Really quick video today. I just want to have a bit of a conversation about some ideas for the channel going forward and what's been on my mind, I guess, a little bit, as well as the fact that I've just started a new Patreon. I do want to spread the word. It's all part of my journey trying to make it as a creative in this crazy world. So I definitely wanted to give a little bit of time to talk about the Patreon and kind of why I started it, and yeah, just what I'm focusing on the channel here, especially going forward and in the coming months. So I just launched a Patreon. I've been talking about doing this for quite a while because I do want to have a space where there's an opportunity for bonus content where I can deep dive a little bit more. Sometimes I feel like I'm limited a little bit by the kind of length of videos. I know not everybody wants like an hour-long video or something like that. So it's kind of a place to explore certain thoughts or themes a little further. And just in general, I really am focused on creating this idea of exploring beauty from a ritualistic lens, a mythic and artistic lens, and the Patreon is kind of part of my commitment to that and just like having a space to just further explore that. So for anybody who's joined so far, thank you so much. It really is lovely to see people who want to support me, and I appreciate it so much. I kind of can't even explain how amazing it feels to have a community behind me, and I really want to make sure that community feels extended to you and just like all of us who have a love for beauty and see it as something that is really integral to being a person. I think there's a lot of conversations to be had. I have this huge list of ideas for videos for the Patreon and for here, and there's like endless amounts of like goddesses I want to explore, art I want to explore, and just general themes, whether it's like dark aesthetics or, just anything. I have a lot of ideas. I'm very excited, but there's only so many hours in the day, in the week to get to them all. But yeah, while I have you all here, anybody who's just tuning in to hear a little bit about these movements forward for the channel, I do love to hear what you guys have been liking. So let me know in the comments down below, what type of videos have you felt really drawn to? Have you liked those videos where I get a little bit more about the storytelling aspect of things, whether it's like a pagan holiday, or where I kind of talk throughout the video about a story, like stories of a goddess? I know I kind of like when people are chatty with their makeup. It kind of feels very meditative to me and like it lulls me, and I like the idea of this YouTube space being a place where you guys can feel like it's a time to just like relax. That's very important to me because I've really been steering away from Instagram, TikTok, and I've done videos about that. But part of that to me is like, I don't want that feeling of like shouting at you guys, at like feeling like you have to buy products. And I know, at least for me anyway, when I'm scrolling Instagram, it just feels like a lot. It's like a lot of noise. And anyway, so my goal has been to be doing these videos that I hope are translating as meditative and musing and yeah, potentially calming, and maybe something you integrate into your beauty ritual. Anyway, so I'd just love to know what has been resonating for you on that level, and if there's something I haven't tried. Should I try it? Somebody just off the bat mentioned, like, do you ever want to narrate stories for like a calming thing? I feel like that would be like a different channel, but I do love to hear sort of what has been connecting with you. I like to remember that this is a channel, like it's a portal kind of to reach all these people I wouldn't otherwise speak to. So I just really want to kind of hone in on that. So back to the Patreon and what I'm going to be offering there. There's currently two tiers. One is the Magic Circle, and that's just a way you can support me. It's $150 a month US and $2 Canadian. And I'm going to share a little bit of behind the scenes things for anybody who's a member of the Magic Circle. You can see some mood boards and community like posts and polls and that kind of stuff. And it's just really a small way to basically donate to an artist you like to be fully transparent. What I love about Patreon is that it's basically a way to support creators. And yeah, us creators are trying to make it in the world. But of course, the best way you can also support me is watching videos. And if you like it, but only if you like it. If you don't like my videos, don't watch. I'm hoping to provide something that people like and feel engaged with. And then the other tier is the Coven tier, and this is where all the bonus content is going to be. So I want to do these monthly beauty rituals to basically like set a tone or help set a tone for your month ahead, whether that's something I've been thinking about beauty related or world related. It's really just kind of about kind of a meditation almost, and that's why I'm calling it a ritual, to have some themes to think about going forward with your life, and just sharing really like uplifting things. We live in some really wild times right now, and I don't want to ignore that, but I also don't want to make people feel further kind of bogged down and depressed by it. I want to provide tools for coping with these difficult times and coping with any kind of personal thing you may be going through. And yes, I do think beauty is such an integral way we can give ourselves a little bit of self-love and mindfulness, and yeah, engage with other themes like art, mythology, politics, all kinds of things. So it's going to be very much a monthly ritual, and then some other bonus videos, whether it's behind the scenes kinds of stuff or just any requests you guys may have. I will do a couple other bonus videos in the month. So that's where I'm at with the Patreon. I'm going to link it down below. Do not subscribe to anybody's Patreon ever through Apple, the app, if you have iOS, because it'll upcharge you a bunch. And that's just going to Apple. So always sign up for Patreon on web browsers. I recently learned that. But you can still use the app. Just sign up on a web browser, because Apple trying to just steal more money from all of us and kind of make it harder for creators. Oh, man. Anyway, that's kind of the main thing I wanted to express. Just really get the word out there that I started this Patreon. And it's just, yeah, a great way to support me so I can continue doing this and making this work. Yeah, I'm very much committed to creating what I hope is kind of a beauty community that isn't oriented around new products and buying, and is more about kind of this mindful approach to beauty. And I'm pretty sure I've got that across in my previous videos, but I'm just kind of reiterating the point. And furthermore, also while I have you here, I'd love to know what has been inspiring you guys lately, like outside of anything I've been doing, just like what has been something that's been kind of, what's been uplifting you? What's been inspiring you? Yes, especially with beauty, whether it's some kind of movie or show or art or where you're at in the world. What's been uplifting you? These are all themes I feel like I can potentially engage with as well and feel really like on the same kind of wavelength as you guys. Recently in my video that was about makeup as resistance and like inspired by the Hunger Games, a few of you left some really interesting comments. I'll pop them up here. You can pause the video and take a look. But as one of you had pointed out, like, I thought it was so interesting to hear about this idea of makeup and reclaiming like cultural practices, often ones that had been outlawed, and denying people their expression has been a form of systemic oppression. I knew about some of this in Canada where I live, and how Indigenous people have been suppressed with their culture here, and that reclamation of, cultural garb and makeup is a part of that as well, and other beauty practices like tattooing. And wow, what a lovely, lovely, amazing comment, and kind of on that side of like uplifting. And I love to hear stories of people reclaiming things that have been lost. It's just so inspiring. One of you also pointed out how in the beauty community and like things going really far into the clean girl aesthetic has been like a move into like alt-right territory, and just like there's some interesting things to parse out there that I think Patreon might be the space to kind of have more conversations about that. Maybe here too. we shall see. But I love comments like this. Thank you guys for being so engaged. And yeah, just I feel like you guys are on the same kind of page with me. And I'm so honored to have collected such an amazing community of people out there. And of course, join the Patreon. Don't join the Patreon. Everybody here, I am so grateful for your presence. And yeah, that's really just the check-in here. I'm so committed to doing my YouTube pretty full time and getting videos out there at least twice a week. So I expect video releases on Thursdays and Sundays. That's kind of what I'm aiming for in case you're curious about what days to watch out for videos. This was just basically an update video. Yeah, I think that's it for this short little video. If you like this makeup look, this was me doing my vampire muse inspired by Silky Mochi's Dark Muses. I'm going to be doing her 5 muses, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, I'm not gonna grab Toasty because he's just sleeping, but oh, if you join the Patreon, maybe you'll get some bonus day in the life of Toast. You never know. But he's sleeping, he's bothered, so I'm gonna leave him. And with that, thank you guys for coming to this video for this little check-in, and until next time, may you all find yourselves a little bit of makeup magic, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, witches.